Hey guys, Sunday, May 25th of 2025. This is Market Recap. This is what I normally do when I wake up. If I do my other rituals, I just look at the markets and just look at price action. And I fluctuate between the weekly and the monthly. Looking at the Dow Jones, pretty much inside candle, a little weaker. S&P inside candle, Nasdaq inside candle, went up for 5 weeks. And now inside candles. So it's going to be interesting what this week is going to bring when the markets open. Looking at the Russell, looks a little weaker compared to the Dow Jones, S&P, and Nasdaq. Nikkei is already weak. It already took out the low. You do want to watch out 3,600. If it takes out that one, the pressure could build. Euro, kind of like the US indice, inside candle, broke it but closed right back up above it, or holding that last week's low. The DAX is probably the best one out of all these markets here. It's making new highs. I don't think anybody's made new highs here. So the DAX is the strongest bull in the market. I'll keep an eye on the VIX, because the VIX is starting to wake up. It looks like it has not an inside candle, but a breakout candle at 2205. Let's see if next week, if it closes above 2205 or below it. Energy sector. You can see that it's just chop fest now. It'll be interesting in the next 2 weeks if we're going to retest this low or start trending higher. But definitely the pressure is to the downside. Crude Brent, same thing. RBOB has just been consolidating since September. So it's not going higher, but it's not going lower, just going sideways. So this one you want to watch. If it breaks out to the upside or to the downside. This is your typical consolidation pattern. This is the phase that's in right now. In regards to heating oil, it's just pretty much sideways to lower, around $2. Natural gas, we're in a fourth wave, waiting for a fifth wave to develop. And it looks like this is the next contract, 370. I think we closed at 333 or 331 ish, around there. So we got to see what this week is going to bring in. There's also change of contract. It's either not going to do a wave 5 or maybe from here start trending higher. Ethanol is at 173. Not much price action there. Let's look at the bonds. So last week was interesting. The auctions kind of didn't do great and things got really crazy. So the bonds went down and the yields went up. So people got spooked, and let's see if it's either going to continue pushing lower or this is a fail new low, no reverse. We'll see. Same thing here, same thing here, same thing here. Softs, cocoa. Cocoa was a trending market, but then after, you could say between last year and this year, is just chop fest right now. Not trending higher, but it's just kind of consolidating. If you look at the weekly, you kind of see that's not really going nowhere. Not taking out this low, but it's not trying to push even higher above 1200. Cotton just trending lower sideways. Maybe it's going to enter the consolidation phase. Orange juice was trending good. When you look at the monthly, you can see nice trend up. But all things always come to an end. That's why you always have to. I don't trade orange juice, but just looking at this, you could be like, man, I'm going to the moon. What happened here? Something mathematically happen that from here things change. And as a researcher, that's what you want to find out. All this was good, but what happened here? So as a, I don't know, I could probably say as a Gannist or a technician, you want to figure out or try to determine what caused this to change and go down. But it did. And that's what you call the cause and effect. Could it regain it? Yeah, it could probably regain it, but something happened here that changed things. Same thing with coffee. It trend a little bit, pulled back. And now another leg higher. Uh, I watch this because I buy coffee. I drink coffee, especially when I travel, the airports and whatnot. Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts. I love Dunkin' Donuts. My favorite one. Sugar looks like it's just doing sideways to lower. Lumber pulling back. This is a monthly. You can see that. You get some nice swings. Now it's kind of, you can do a trend line there. Um, Metals, trending market, beautiful. Just be cautious in the next couple of months coming up to see if we could turn or push higher. Right now, trending very good. Inside monthly candle on the weekly, you having a breakout. You go to the daily, you could probably put a trend line or what you call it. Trend line. What am I doing? I don't know what I just did here. I messed this up. Yeah, I did. There we go. Keep an eye out for that right there. If it's going to break out to 3,400, it's obviously going to test the swing pivot high and 3,500. So those are your two pivots that you want to keep an eye on with that trend line to see what happens. If it breaks above it, then it's going to go test that. Somewhere around here in the future, it's going to be interesting. The next, this year. If it goes higher, I've already said it, and you can look it up in my gold bug video. 4,000 to 4,200 is the targets that I have. Silver, just kind of consolidating. It's weird because it goes up, goes back, and then this is like a new consolidation phase right here in this area. Not going higher above 35, um, but not trying to close below 30. It's just kind of in that sweet spot. Now, what's interesting here is platinum. Look at that candle testing this high right here. You go to the monthly, you zoom out, you see that it's still in a consolidation pattern here. There, that's all consolidating. Looks like it's starting to have a breakout, but we've had this in the past too. This one's a big candle. So I will want to watch 1200, maybe that 13, I don't know, 1350 around there, whatever that is, 13. This candle, this area, 1200 for next week. If it pulls back, then it was just the back and forth, people building positions. But if we take out 1200 and take out that candle, and you can say for June, we are above 1400. I think we probably are starting to have a breakout into a plat. So I would have this on your radars, put alerts there and put alerts there. So when prices kiss these levels, it sends you an alert, an email, something. You got to start paying attention. In the meantime, start looking at platinum stocks that you like that you think are worth it and have them on standby. You don't want to own these stocks when it's like this. You want to own them when it does this. You want to own something when it's trending. Right now, we're not trending. We're just consolidating. But if you want to be ahead of the game, especially with technology, you don't have to be watching these stocks. Just put an alert and keep price levels. And it's not you're gonna, oh, why can't I just buy it now? Don't worry about buying it now. Let's see if we get this. Baby steps. Let's get this first. Let's start seeing price action going higher, making higher highs and higher lows. But you already have your game plan for platinum stocks, ETFs, and nibble. Don't go crazy. Don't buy 10 million stocks or 10 million ETFs. Just buy, whatever's comfortable with you, with your risk, your portfolio. But have exposure, because if this happens and you look back, 5 years from now, you'll be damn. I should have gotten a little something of Palladium. Copper, sideways, not a breakout. It's somewhere between 5 and 4, just back and forth. This is a monthly. Look at the weekly. You get good swings, but when you zoom out, you kind of see like, yeah, we get good swing, but we really not really going anywhere. Unless this. Palladium, another one that I'm watching. Consolidating all the way for a whole year of consolidating. And now we're into the second year. Something has to give. I talked about it the other day. I don't know. I talked to my buddy. Yeah, look at you gotta check out Palladium, man. It's just ready, but it hasn't happened yet compared to brothers and sisters. They're all doing good, except the underdog. So keep an eye on this one also. Put alerts. I already gave you some stock ideas or ETFs. Problem is that they're not that great, but that's all we got. Unless you know some better ones. So this one I will keep an eye on. This one I will set alerts. So these are my two favorite, maybe for the next 3 months to see what happens. In conjunction, watching out for gold. Meats, beautiful market. They cannot get any better than this. Live cattle and feeder cattle are the best trades in the futures markets. Buy it and forget about it. Look at that. Look at that. Cannot get any better. Sergi from Timing Solutions always said that when this is a trendy market, it's hard to lock in cycles. It's just trending. It's not going to turn and fluctuate like all these, other markets, like energy and stuff like that. So the best two markets right now is live cattle, feeder cattle, and gold. Those are the best trendy markets right now. Everything else is chop fest. I mean, it's trendy, but it's just a lot of noise. Look at that. It's just high volatility. Trump puts a tweet. We're going to add tariffs. It's just a mess. Nobody's messing around with live cattle. There's no tweets. It's just beautiful. Metal, it gets a little wonky. Monthly. It gets a little crazy, but so far it's still trending. But definitely, these are the two you want to start trading or get some exposure. And this one you buy on dips until it doesn't work and it pulls back. And the correction starts. But when you look at the monthly, there's going to be a correction that is going to be exactly like orange juice on live cattle. It hasn't happened yet. We haven't had this on live cattle. But one day it's going to happen, and that's going to be the cause and effect. So far, it looks like you got a monthly doji, but, too early to tell. Lean hog hasn't gone nowhere. It's just consolidating. Doesn't want to go higher, but doesn't want to go lower. Grains. Looking at the grains, you can see corn got this nice up move, now pulled back sideways. Soybeans just chop, not trending. You can tell by the monthly. We pushed lower, popped and just sideways, trended lower, sideways. Soybean meals down to sideways. Oats down, sideways. Big consolidation since 2023. 20 all the way to 2024. Down. Soybeans down. Wheat consolidating. Canola kind of waking up. When you look at the weekly, you kind of see it just sideways, back and forth. Looks like canola's waking up. So if you want to go to the monthly, just kind of see it. Maybe you'll get to 800. So that's like a breakout. If you ask me, currencies, it's all about the dollar here. You look at the daily. You got this nice retracement to 102, pull back. So now the question is it going to be a fail new low to then bounce, or it's going to push lower? So we got what, 1, 2, 3, 5. I think in 2 more weeks, we'll find out if this is the fail new low, push, or bounce. In the meantime, keep watching it because that's going to affect all the inverse currency pairs. It's either 99, 98, 99 holes, or we're going down to like in, the 60s, 70s. That means everybody else is going to push higher. Fail new low, then there's going to be a correction, and dollar's probably going to try to push higher, at least to 106. Crypto. Crypto's interesting because crypto is doing all-time highs. Last week, it hit 11. But everybody else is trying to catch up. Ether, Ethereum, XRP, no new highs. The only one with the new highs is ADA, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the good kid on the block. Is the best one. Everybody else is struggling and made new highs. So next week or in the next 2 weeks, if we continue pushing higher, then eventually everybody's going to start following. So keep an eye on that. But if we pull in and get down to like 9,000, it'd be a correction. But we'll see. This one you definitely want to keep an eye on, and then look at which ones the ones you want to buy for follow-up. Bitcoin is probably going to drag everybody else, or try to drag everybody else higher. I think that's it. Anything else? No. So to sum it all up, futures, my favorite instruments right now is Palladium, Platinum to be on watch with alerts. I got to build my platinum stocks. Gold to see we continue push life cattle. This might have to start buying on dips, but I have to look at the charts now because now I'm curious to see if there's something coming like orange juice in live cattle. I got to see this. I got to look at the charts. But I don't trade live cattle. I'm just looking at it, and it's just beautiful. Cannot go wrong with this kind of stuff. It's boring because you're like, it's just not that much action, but it's trending. That's the key. It's trending higher. It's trending. That's what you want. Prices are just going higher. That means meats are going to be more expensive for us. Burgers, pork chop, steaks, sirloin, all that stuff is going to be more expensive. Metals, gold, keep an eye on gold. Put alerts on palladium and platinum. Those are my favorite instruments right now to watch and trade and do some research and invest. These guys right here, the underdogs pretty much. Regards to energy, keep an eye on gas. And in the indices, The best dog in the house is this one right here, the German indices, the DAX, and the VIX. Keep an eye on the VIX to see if it's going to wake up next week. So far, you got an outside candle. It looks like it wants to go north. And especially with Trump's tweet about raising tariffs on Apple. And I don't know who else. I'm so confused and so much is going on that sometimes it's just overload. And I'm like, all right, raise tariffs on everybody, even on people in the White House. Everybody, raise tariffs on everyone because it's just getting out of control now. Out of control. I think that's it, guys. This is my market recap. Those are the things I'm focusing on for next week. And also, I didn't cover it here, but uranium, I don't have it on this. Let's see, maybe I do have it. Stocks, indices, commodities. Keep an eye on uranium. Where is it? Maybe we don't have it here. Used to have it. Yeah, they used to cover uranium. I don't know what happened. Maybe they took it out. But keep an eye on uranium because uranium is starting to trend higher. I have exposure. I got a stock that I own that I purchased. So I got exposure to that. I think uranium probably is going to start trending higher from here. So that's one market you probably want to keep an eye on also. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on market recap.